All right, in today's video, we're going to be installing some ROKBLOKZ mud flaps on my 2023 Raptor. So I had ROKBLOKZ mud flaps on my Rebel, absolutely loved them. They were a little bit different than these. They were still the same color black on the actual mat itself, but the emblem or the ROKBLOKZ logo on my Rebel ones were white, which kind of matched the white of the truck. I went with gray on these, which matches the gray on this truck. So anyway, you can get these in a whole bunch of different options, different color mud flap itself, and then different color logos. You can get red, black, green, blue, everything in between, pink, white. And for the sake of my truck, I wanted to keep it pretty subdued. I really did think about going with the red mud flaps, but I think that'd be a bit much here. So black, gray logo, we're going to be installing them. Anyways, I was trying to hold off on installing mud flaps until I had rear wheel liners. So my Raptor, similar to my Rebel, did not come with the rear wheel liners here. I have them on order from Husky, but they're on indefinite back order right now. So rather than waiting until I get those installed mud flaps, we're going to throw the mud flaps on now. And if I need to remove them when I install the liners, we'll go ahead and do that, and so be it. Why the ROKBLOKZ over any other mud flaps on the market right now? Because I honestly think these are everything you need in a mud flap, and you're not paying a cent more for something that they're not. So these look great. They have a lot of adjustability, so you can kind of move them in and out. And if you do need more coverage, you can get the extra large ones, which are longer and wider. But also, stuff doesn't stick to this. So dirt, snow, salt, nothing sticks to these mud flaps and collects inside the rear wheel well or inside the wheel wells. So I absolutely do like these. I think it's the right amount of flexibility for the mud flap, particularly on a vehicle that's going to be off-roading. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the installation real quick. Front mud flaps are right here. Installation is super simple. There's going to be 3 screws in the factory fender trim that we're going to remove. And then we're going to install this with the hardware that came from ROKBLOKZ. When we get to the rears, we're going to have to drill 1 hole up on top. So make sure you have a 7mm socket to remove all the hardware in order to get these guys on. And then a 1/4 inch drill bit. So let's go ahead and start with the front mud flap, and then I'll show you how to install the rear mud. All right, so we're going to start with the front mud flaps here. So I went ahead and cleaned up everything. I do like to give everything a nice scrub. And then the other thing I want to do, just to give yourselves a little bit additional clearance, is turn your wheel or turn your truck on and turn your wheels to the side so you can squeeze in there. But anyway, what we're focused on here is these 3 7mm bolts or screws. We're going to undo those screws, and we're going to get rid of the hardware. We're not going to reuse that. And then we have hardware that came in the kit, and we're just going to basically take our mud flap here, place it up into position, and then install the hardware that came in the kit in the factory location, and then the front's done, and then we'll focus on the rear. But let's go ahead and get everything loosely installed, and I'll show you the amount of adjustability you have with these guys. Figure out where you want it to sit. So again, those holes are slotted on the mud flap, so you can slide it in or out. I generally like the mud flaps, especially the ROKBLOKZ ones. I think they look better when they're pulled out, and obviously with these big old wheels, I want to protect as much of the side as I can. So I'm going to pull those out, and then I'll make sure the bottom is level, and then we're just going to go ahead and tighten up the hardware. All right, now we are going to focus on the rears here. So there are only 2 screws that we got to remove. So this little 7mm down here, this 7mm here. Then the next thing we need to do is take needle nose pliers and pull out the plastic clips that these things are threaded in. Once I get them out, I'll show you them. They're very chintzy. You are more than likely going to destroy them. But basically, the easiest way is to pinch them from behind and then push them towards the wheel and then pull them out. You're going to have to pull the plastic fender liner out a little bit so you could grab those. But again, you're probably going to destroy them. Then we'll get the new ROKBLOKZ mud flap installed, and we're going to have to drill a hole somewhere around here for the upper clip on here. But let's go ahead and get this hardware removed, and I'll show you what those clips look like. All right, so the factory hardware is removed, so it's the screws and these little plastic inserts. This is what they look like. Again, needle nose pliers in from back here and just push them out towards the wheel. You're gonna have to pull the fender flare off a little bit just to get them out of there, but there are 2 of them, one down here, one up here. So now the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take 2 of the 3 metal clips, and we're gonna slide these right where those plastic clips came out of. So this one's gonna drop down from the top, and then the one for this position is gonna drop down from the inside of the wheel into towards the outside of the vehicle. Then we'll take the supplied hardware and loosely install the mud flap here, and that will help us figure out where we need to drill the hole up here. Then there's a 3rd clip that's just going to go on the plastic fender flare, and it's going to give us that 3rd point to screw into. All right, so I have the new ROKBLOKZ rear mud flap loosely installed with the bottom 2 pieces of hardware. Again, we have that 3rd one that we have to drill a hole for. Before you do that, make sure you lined up this corner right here. So there is a little bump out on the factory fender flare. You're going to line up the top of the mud flap right with that crease there, and then push everything in. Go ahead and mark your hole. Now be mindful. This is what you're trying to thread into, so if you drill too far on the inside of the fender, you're not going to have enough nutsert to get a screw threaded in there. So you want to make sure that you're drilling, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 of an inch in or 1/4 inch, a little bit under 1/2 inch in, so that this nutsert can clear the edge of the fender flare, and then you're gonna have enough meat for the screw to thread in through the mud flap into that nutsert. So if you need to move it in just a hair, go ahead and do that. You do got some adjustability. But let's go ahead and mark this hole, drill it after we line up everything here, and then we will fully tighten everything down, get the truck out in daylight, and take a look at what these guys look like. All right, unfortunately ran out of daylight and good weather, so it's the next morning, but here are your rock blocks fully installed. There's the rear and the front. Like I said, I was trying to wait until I had the rear wheel liners before installing the mud flaps, because I'm gonna have to go ahead and take these out anyway, but those are on significant back order and I'm not waiting around. So the mud flaps, like I said, they are everything you need in a mud flap. They look good, they're cost effective, and they're gonna do exactly what you needed to do on the Raptor, which is cover the sides from getting any rocks thrown up there. But anyway, that's the installation. If you got any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I will leave a link to these in the description. Let me know what color you're gonna go with on yours, but again, appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good one. Bye.